reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we are going to discuss about the Neva Sanya Nasanya Yatana Chitta, the last arūpajhānāni, and also the highest consciousness among the mundane consciousnesses. So after that, there will be no more no more mundane consciousness, but just Lokuttara, supramundane. So Dhammasaṅgaṇīpāḷi, page number 268. Paragraph number 268. So there the structure is the same. Every arūpajhānāni. So yasamayi samayi arūpāvacarakusalaṃ megam bhaveti. Like that. Abhidhamma Piṭaka yasamayi samayi arūpāvacarakusalaṃ megam bhaveti. The same. So we have to develop the path for the attainment of arūpajhānāni, or for to be born in arūpa existence. So here, sabbaso agiññña yadanam samadekama. So we have to overcome agiññña yadana totally. Okay, totally. Sabbaso. Then nivasanya nasanya yadana sanya sagadam. Sukha sajabana, and then upasambaja viyarati. So here commentator is playing a little bit longer than previous consciousnesses. So commentator explanation start with the agiññña yadanam samadekama. Here also agiññña yadana means jhana. Agiññña yadana jhana, as well as its object. Its object is what? Nati bhava panyati. Nothingness, the object of nothingness. Very strange. Is it can take nothingness as object. So, have you ever tried to attain nothing, to get the nothingness as an object?
Not yet, Sayadaw.
Not yet. Not yet. So yes, well, we are, since we are in what is, we are living in a sensuous sphere. So all the time we are having contact with the sense objects. Patika sanyas are there. Sensitivities and senses are all the time striking, and then from that we get a perception. This is called patika sanya.
Yes, we have many less, not nothingness.
Yeah, manyness objects. So, in that's a very difficult, not very difficult for the meditator. So, to attain that, to be able to get that nothingness object also, we have to develop meditation gradually, right? Starting from the first arūpāvacarakusalaṃ, right? The first, second, third, fourth, and then first arūpajhānāni, and so on. So this is not a easy task. So imagination, with the imagination we can take it. So agiññña, as I explained you last week, agiñña means Akinjanya, it derived from the Akinjana. Okay, Kinjana means something. Means no, no thing. Okay, no thingness. Akinjanya become a no thingness. So, the no thingness as an object. Okay, no thingness as the consciousness that takes not no thingness as an object. That kind of a citta is called Akinjanya Yatana citta. So this nothingness object as well as Akinjanya Yatana citta, jhana. So both of them as a meditator who is trying for the attainment of a higher, something higher than that. So something higher than that. As a meditator, we may be curious, right? We may be curious. Oh, this is peaceful, but there may be something more peaceful than this. So then it's trying to find it out. That curiosity make the meditator practice and leaving aside this Aganjana jhana as well as its object. Maybe I will try to remove this object in this jhana, and then I may see something higher or something more peaceful than this one. So that's why he don't give a chance to write the jhana, and also he pay no attention to that object. Okay, pay no attention to that object. Then that way, maybe first time, second time, third time, fourth time, it may be filled, but gradually it will be he or she will be able to overcome this akinjanyarana jhana as well as their object. Then once it overcome, then there will be attainment of a nivasanyana sanyarana citta. Okay, then nivasanyana sanyarana upasambaja vihatavam. So this the first paragraph is like that. Then another explanation, another paragraph is nivasanyana sanyarana sanya sagadan. Here also not big different. Itapana here, but here in Yaya Sanyaya Bhava Do Dan Niva Sanya Nasanya Yadanan the Ojati. So Bhava Do, because of the existence of certain sanya, certain perception. Therefore, it is that that base is called Niva Sanya Nasanya Yadana. So Niva Sanya, you can divide the Niva plus the Sanya. So it means it is not a Sanya. And also Na Asanya, Na Asanya. So Sanya, Asanya is a no perception. That's why they say neither perception nor non-perception. Because the Sanya perception is a state in existence. Even though it may not be so obvious, or even though it may be very subtle, but it still remain there. So yathabadi banasa sa sanya hodi dandawa dasito. So Holy One who practice in this manner, there is such a perception. So in order to show that in the Vibhanga Pāļi also there is such a statement. In the Jhana Vibhanga Pāļi, there you can find. In the Jhana Vibhanga Pāļi, there are two, as you may study, in the Jhana Vibhanga, in the Jhana Vibhanga, so Vibhanga Pāļi, composition of Vibhanga Pāļi is that Sodanda method and Abhidhamma method, right? Suddhanta Vajaniya Abhidhamma Piṭaka. In the Suddhanta method, so there is a more, a little bit more explanation. So a little bit different. So yeah, in the Vibhanga, Vibhangi, Nivasaññī, Nasaññī, the Uddaraitawa. So Vibhanga, it is mentioned that Nivasaññī, Nasaññī, it refers to a person. Okay, person. The person, a person who practice this meditation. Nivasaññā, Nasaññā meditation, that's a God. So that's why in the Vibhanga it is used referring to the person. Nivasaññī, Nasaññī, Uddaraitawa. Tanyewa Aginjanyaya Aginjanyayadana Sandado Manasi Karodi. So that base who is practicing for the attainment of Nivasaññā Nasaññayadana. So he take Aginjanyayadana. He pay attention Aginjanyayadana as what? Sanda, peace, peaceful. Sandado Manasi Karodi. Sankhara Vasisa Samapati Bhaveti. So by paying attention to the peacefulness of the Aginjanyayadana, then it leads him for the attainment of a Sankhara Vasisa. Vasisa means the remaining. Sankhara is a formation. So we can collectively interpret as a what? The last sankhara. The last sankhara among the Lokiya. Okay? In the Monday war, it is the last. Sankhara was samabhati bhaveti. So what does it refer to is what? Nivasaññā nasaññādana citta. So he developed a Nivasaññā nasaññādana jhana. So dena vojati Nivasaññī nasaññī dihodan. Therefore, so that person who practice for the attainment of Nivasaññā nasaññādana is called Nivasaññī nasaññī. So tatha, so Sandado Manasi Karoti ti Sandawata Ayam Samapati. So in the Vibhanga Pali they are mentioned Sandado Manasi Karoti. He pay attention Aginjanyayadana jhana as peaceful, really peaceful jhana. So and then what is it? Sandawata Ayam. Oh, it's really peaceful. This attainment is really peaceful. Yadrai Nama Nati Bhavambi Aramana Greatawa Tasati. So peaceful means what? So that Jeda is so peaceful because it can fix on a what? Nothingness object. Even in a nothingness object. It can remain fixing the mind on a nothingness object. So that's why it is said to be peaceful. Ewan Sandara Manadaya, because of having peaceful object. Okay. Nan Sandati Manasi Karoti. So Aginjanyayadana, do the Aginjanyayadana. So a meditator pay attention as what? Peaceful. Because that Jeda takes a peaceful object, which is a nothingness. So Sanda Doji Manasi Karoti. So there will arise a question. Suppose if you take something peaceful or something lovely, then how can you leave behind? So long as you take something as a delightful or peaceful, if you regard, then how can you overcome? How can it be? How can you overcome? So commentator just explain what? Anavajitu Kamaya. Okay, the reason is giving Awajana. You see, adverting. Anavajana, not adverting. We don't want to advert our mind to that object, to that cheta. Anawajitu Kamataya. Na Awajitu Kamataya. So the reason is a meditator, he don't want to advert his mind to the Akinjanyadana Chitta. But what he emphasizes is peacefulness, okay? Peacefulness of that Akinjanyadana Chitta. So he kinjabina sandado manasi karodi athako asa aham edam awajisami samabajisami adaithesami Votahesami Pajavakesami di Esa Abogo Samanaharo Manasigaro Nahodi. So even though he paid attention Aginjanyarana Cheda as a peaceful object, peaceful Cheda, has a no intention, okay, no intention. Abogo, Samanaharo, Manasigaro, the same day. Okay, Abogo means in Myanmar we go Abo. Abo for the Dhammasaṅgaṇī examination. One of the question, number 6 question is what? To explain the intention of the commentator. Okay, if you see something is writing, our commentator explain one word, one Bali word. Then in that case, duty is we are asked to mention what is his intention in writing this paragraph sentence. Maybe it is short or it may be long. Sometimes commentator want to explain grammar. Okay, what formation, what is dhatu, what is the root, what is preface, what is surface, what is vibhati. Okay, sometimes commentator want to explain the meaning. Sometimes commentator want to mention in this context, you should not take another word, another ultimate reality, but this ultimate reality only. Okay, so in this way we have to what be able to mention aboga. Aboga means our intention. So whenever we write or we speak or we show bodily movement, gesture, then there is aboga, right? So aboga means intention. So aboga, to be able to understand aboga, commentator add another word, samanaharo, manasikaro. So they are the same. So there is no aboga, no intention for him, even though he be the peacefulness of the Akinjanyarana jhana, but he has no intention. Okay, I will enter again. Okay, I will make a determination to be there or to live with the Akinjanyarana jhana. So something like that. 5 kinds of vasibhava here. Avajana, samabhajana, adaithana, odhana, vajavakana. Say these are five masteries. So after the attainment of any jhana, we have to practice before we move to the higher jhana. So the 5 mastery we have to make. So here, that in this context, the meditator, even though he pay attention to the peacefulness of the Akinjanyarana jhana, he has no intention to be mastery. Okay, to become a master on that jhana. So why? Why? That is in Kasama. Why? Akinjanya Yarana Do, Nivasanyana Senya Yaranasa, Sandatara, Panidatara, Dahya. Here is a Sanda, peace, Tara, Dhamma is Tara surfaces in the Visesana. In the Kajana grammar, they say what? Visese, Tara, Dhammi, Siki Yeta, like that. There is a one of the sutta in the Kajana grammar, if you have a study, in the sense of a Visesa. Visesa means speciality. So there are labels Tara and Dhamma. Dhamma, they are surfaces. These Tara surface, Dhamma surface are added in the sense of Visesa. For example, Siddha Tara. Siddha means noble already. Siddha Tara means more noble. Siddha Dhamma is like what? Noblest. So the highest degree. So like in English we have what? Comparative and a superlative degree like that. So also here, Tara is comparative. If we compare between two things, so something is better than we use a Tara surface. So, but if we find someone or something is the best among many things, then we use Dhamma surface. Okay, here is you see Tara compare between two Akinjanyarana Jeta and Nivasanyarana Jeta. If we compare the two Jetas, so Nivasanyarana Jeta is more peaceful than the Akinjanyarana Jeta, more noble, Panida Dara. So that's the reason given by the commentator. That's why the meditator don't pay attention, don't have an intention to remain with the Akinjanyarana jhana, because he may see, he may be able to guess, oh, there is something behind, something higher, okay, something more, something nobler than that attainment. That's why he does not sink into Akinjanyarana jhana. Rather, he trying to overcome. So here, commentator is playing with the simile or the king. Okay, someday Yadhai Raja, I think you may be able to read. So the king is going around the city. So he may see someone carpenter or maybe craftsman. He is making with many different kinds of statues or whatever properties by with the elephant tusk. Then when he is going around, he saw this masters. They are very clever. So they are very clever. He may praise. And also even they can make it such a beautiful arts. But even though he prays, but he will not have an intention that, oh, this I will give up my kingship, that's that of a king. Rather, I will become a what? A craftsman. So there is no such intention, because why? Tangesa Hedu, what is the reason? Raja Siriya Mahani Sansadaya. The glory of the king is more what? More beneficial. Maha Anisansa. It has a bigger benefit than the being a very clever master craftsman. So just he may praise, he may be wonderful, but he will not give up, because his status is very high. The status of the king is higher than the status of the craftsman. So here also commented with this example. But in my understanding, when I read, I'm reading this one. The meditator, he has not yet attained higher one. Nivasanyana Sanyarana Jana. He hasn't attained yet. So it means he is not yet a king. Okay, he is not yet a king. But maybe some this simile is not so fit for this contest. But in order to make readers understand, so comparison is a giving what as a king, and then the craftsman. But actually meditator didn't attain Nivasanyana Sanyarana Jhana. That's why he don't know whether it is a really higher or nobler. So he don't know exactly yet because he has no experience yet. So, but he know about the Aginjanyarana Jhana, the peacefulness of the Aginjanyarana Jhana. So in this case, we can find something better simile in order to explain this. We should find it out. So something like the son of a king. Okay, he has a potentiality to the throne. He has a right to be right to the throne. Okay, then he may go around and then he may be what? He may be very wonderful to see many carpenters or many artisans or craftsmen, but he knows that I have a potentiality to become a king. So for that's why he don't give up, and then he don't try to become a carpenter or craftsman or scholarly person, but he rather try to become a king. So like this here, commentator gave explanation. So dam sandado manasi karondo dam paramasukham abana badam sanya babunadi. So he don't pay attention to that. He have no intention to enter into the Aginjanyarana Jhana anymore. Aginjanyarana Jhana anymore. Rather, he pay attention to the peacefulness of that jhana, and then by taking that peacefulness in mind, then he attained what? Paramasukham. Paramasukuma an apana padam sanyam babunadi. Okay, Paramasukuma, really subject. Apana padam, reach to that higher sanya, the topmost perception. Among the perceptions, that perception is the topmost perception. So yaya nivasanyina sanyina mahodi sankhara vasesa samabade bhavedi. So here, regarding the word sankhara vasesa samabade, commentator give explanation. Sankhara vasesa samabade means ajanda sukhuma bhavapada sankharam cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ samabade. So that samabadi, sankhara vasesa samabadi means the fourth arūpajhānāni. Okay, the fourth arūpajhānāni, cittuppādakaṇḍaṃ samabadi. So the attribute or the value of that jeta is what? Ajanda sukhuma. Ati anda. Ajanda means ati anda. Anda means the end. Ati means over the end, beyond the end. Sukhuma. So very subtle. So there may be no words to express the subtlety of that is the jeta. Ajanda sukhuma bhavapada sankharam. So even though it is one of the conditioned citta. But it reached to the really subtle state. So that's why it is called what the Sankhara Vasesa Samapatti. This is the name for the fourth arūpajhānāni. Idhani, so next paragraph. Yandan ewan adhikataya sanya vasena niva sanya nasanyarana divodanda adada. This is not a what? Not difficult one. You can understand. Niva sanya nasanyarana means what? The person who has attained niva sanya nasanyana jhana, or who was born in the niva sanya nasanyana existence, who is entering into Nirodha Samapatti, Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharaisa. So for them, in their mind, this Nivasanyana Sanyadana Citta arises. Bodhan Desu Ida Samapanasa Citta Cittasika Dhamma Adhipeda. Adhipeda means desire. That should be desired. Here in this context, the Dhamma that should be desired is what? The Citta and Cittasika that arise together with, that arise in a person who is entering into that Nivasanyana Sanyadana Citta. So here is Vacanato Pana Ita. So here also you can understand the connection. Vacanato Pana Ita. So previously it is explained what the meaning, okay, the Dhamma, or how he became, how a meditator overcome Agijñana jhana, and also how he pay attention for the attainment of a Nivasanyana jhana and so on. And now, but he has a commentator not yet explained what the Vachanata. Vachanata means what? The meaning of the each word. Okay, the Vachana means what? Atha meaning. So that's why he want to say, then not directly saying in an abrupt manner, he just used Vachanato Panitha. So connection. Olarikaya Sanyaya Abhavato. So how to make a Vigaha for the Nivasanyana Sanyadana Citta? Nivasanyana Sanya. So here, Sanyaya Abhavato. Okay, Sanyaya Abhavato. That's why it is called Nivasanya. What Sanya? Abhavato means because of being not in existence of a Sanya. So what kind of Sanya here means? Olarika Sanya. Cross. Okay, cross Sanya. There is no more cross Sanya. But Sukumaya Jabhavado. But the existence of a subtle perception. Okay. Sukumaya Jabhavado. Neva Asa Sambyuta Sasambyuta Dhammasa Janasa Sanya. Na Sanya Na Sanyati. Neva Sanya Na Sanya. So that is the definition of the word. Neva Sanya Na Sanya. So Asa. Neva Asa Sanya Na Asanya. And then you can get a Neva Sanya Na Sanyam. Then how to get a Neva Sanya Na Sanya Yadanan, how to join. So Ayarana is a base. So Neva Sanya Na Sanya Dan Ayadananja di Kamadariya Samasa there. So Neva Sanya Na Sanya is a base. That's why it is Neva Sanya Na Sanya Yadana. Athawa here means alternatively. another method. Yaya metta sanya sa padu sanya kichan gado asamatha daya niwa sanya. So another explanation is that it is called niwa sanya because sanya tajida is not able, asamatha daya means not able, gado to make what? The function of a sanya, sanya kichan. Okay, padu means well, in a clever manner. So even though the jeta is there, but the jeta is not able to, then you can simply say the perception is there, that perception is not able to function well, the function of a sanya. That's why it is called niwa sanya. So regarding this, our commentator will explain what is the function of a sanya kiccha. What is the function of a sanya? Yeah, and also another explanation what? Sankhara wasi sa sukuma bhavena vijamanata na asanya di. Okay. So vijamanata because of the existence. Okay, because of the existence, because it is something is in existence. As a what? As the last subtle subtle sankhara. Okay, so there is still something, but very subtle. So in this manner, it is still in existence. That's why we cannot say it is a not sanya. We cannot say that's therefore here mentioned na sanya adi, niwa sanya, na sanya. Okay, niwa sanya and na sanya. So actually there is a there is sanya, but that sanya cannot function, cannot run its function very well. That's why it got the name of the niwa sanya, na sanya. Niwa sanya, na sanya ja sa sesa dhammaṇaṃ adhaiṭhānathena ayatanaṃ jādi. Niwa sanya, na sanya yadanam. So this is Kamadariya Samasa, the same, but the first part became different. And in the first definition, Olarika sanyaya abhavato, Sukuma sanyaya bhavato. That's why it's called Niwa sanya, na sanya. But here, another second definition is that sanya is there, but it does not run its functions very well. That's why it is called niwa sanya, na sanya. So, and then commented what that give. Na kivalanja ita sanya wa adc. Not only sanya is like this. So become, it means what? In this level, the meditator take what aginjanyarana jhana as an object, the tat arūpajhānāni as object, and then he found that it is so subtle, so peaceful, so subtle. So not only perception became subtle, but all the other mental concomitants that arise together with that jeta also so subtle. So they cannot run their functions well. They are not able to run. Like a sanya. Sanya may be there. So as you see, when the niwa sanya, na sanya, the jeta arise, that arise together with the many other dhammas. So also here, the other Sambhyuta Dhamma also will arise. All the Jeta, Cetasika, Vedana, phasa, and so on. They are also become niwa phasa, na phasa, niwa vedana, na vedana, niwa ceta, na ceta. Okay. But the sanya sisena, but with the sanya as a head, the dhamma is made, the teaching has been made here. That's why it became a niwa sanya, na sanya. But you can also say niwa ceta, na ceta. And also niwa vedana, na vedana, niwa phasa, na phasa, and so on. So if you give that name also may not be wrong in terms of its sense. Because naturally all the consciousness and mental factors are there. All of them become nine states. Reach to the nine state. Here commentator explain what the simile of what. But Mekanat smeared on the ants bowl, on the ants bowl. So for you, I don't know whether you have experience of the making an ants bowl, because you are not a monk. So for the monk, we have to know the way how to make an ants bowl. Okay, ants bowl made of the earth. Okay, made of the earth. So how to make it? So they do get a what? A black color. So finally we have to make it into black color. Okay, black color. So nowadays also we have an iron balls. So that iron ball is not a black color, but we have to make it black. So in a monastery in Myanmar also we have monasteries. They trying to make it. So I have to apply what the oil, sesame oil. So maybe inside and outside, and then we have to make a bake with the fire. So until it become black. So we need to make it systematically. Otherwise, the colors are very very ugly. Colors are not smooth color. So this is also one of the art for the monks to be able to make ants bowl. So if you have an ants bowl, so but the have to be baked, and then maybe today we go for arms with this ants bowl in our hand, and then maybe Asian die they put food into the ants bowl, and then we have to eat it in the ants bowl also. Nowadays also in monasteries we do like this. So if you go around Myanmar and some maybe monastery, big monasteries, maybe power meditation center also like that, you have to go for alms with the alms bowl, and then we have to eat with the alms bowl. So this is good. But one thing we have to make for sure is we have to clean it thoroughly after eating. So if there is a oil, maybe sometimes we don't wash very well. So maybe the ants bowl, there on the ants bowl there is maybe some oil, a little bit oil. If we touch, we can know it. So one day, maybe next day, the man asked, novice, please bring the ants bowl. Then the novice replied, novice, when he touched the ants bowl, he know that, oh, here is oil. Then novice replied, Master, there is oil in the ants bowl. So then Mazda think, oh, someday maybe 1 liter or 2 liter or the ants oils are there. So he made it there. Okay, is it good? Please bring the wine to me. I can use it. So at that time, nobody said, no, no, master, not like this. We don't. So that in the same manner also here. So niva sanya na sanya is like that. So we cannot say there is a no sanya, even though sanya is stay there, but it is so subtle, that's why it cannot function very well. So that the simile is given here. Tela pada makana tela babudi uhi sa ubama izamato vididabo vibhavidabo. So here also ewan sabi sanya patu sanya kichan kado asamatha daya niwa sanya sankara wasesa sukuma bhavena vijja manadana sanya devoti. Then what is it? Sanya function, the function of a sanya. Kaimbana ita sanya kichan. What is the function of a sanya here? So it is a noteworthy point. Yeah. Aramana sanjananan jiva. So that is, everyone knows. Sanya has it, the function of aramana sanjanana. So recognizing or perceiving the object. Vipassana yaja visaya bhava upagandava nebida jananam. So this is a special function of a jhana. The special function of a sanya here. Vipassana yaja visaya bhava upagandava. Having reached to the object of a vipassana. So it should be able to make nebida means what? Nebida jnana, detachment. Okay, nebida should be able to make a detachment to arise. Okay, nebida means you feel very boring with this. Okay, that is also one of the function of a sanya. So simply sanya has a function of perceiving the object. But another function of the sanya is that if you perceive an object as a vipassana inside meditation object, that sanya, if there is such a sanya, then that sanya is functioning very well. Then that sanya should be able to make detachment to arise. Okay, nebida jananam. So only then we can say, oh, this is functioning very well. Sanya is functioning very well. So that is function of a sanya. Dahana keja miwa hi sukhodagi tejo dhatu sanjanana kejan pesa padungato nasakodi. Here also you can see that in the water also there is a fire element. Okay, so in the water there is a fire element. 4 Mahabuddhas are inseparable everywhere. Now we can get it. We can get what 4 element. So we can say in the water also there is a fire, but that fire cannot function very well. The function of a burning, the hanakeja, it cannot burn. So also here is sanya, but that sanya cannot function for the nebida janana to rise a detachment and also to perceive the object. Sesa samabadi su sanya viya vipassanaya visaya bhava upagandava nebida janana bikato nasakodi. It is not even unlike other sanyas in the remaining samabadi, like arūpavacarakusalaṃ samabadi and then the remaining arūpavacarakusalaṃ samabadi. So if there is such a sanya, then that sanya will be productive for the rising of a detachment. So, but here in this nivasanya nasanya, the perceptions are there, but that is not productive for the nivida to rise. Anye suhi khandesu akata bini weso bhikkhu Nivasanya nasanya yarana khandi samasaitawa Nebidam pato samadho nama nati. So enyesu khandi so other khandas aggregates. Agada biniwe so he has a never practice. So nivasanya nasanya yarana khandi in the khanda or in the group of the nivasanya nasanya yarana having contemplated Nebidam Bado Samadho Namanati. Suppose previously you practice Vijnana Jarana, Akasana Jarana Jhana, suppose. Then in the Akasana Jarana Jhana, so call it you collectively as a Kalapa Samasana you practice. Collectively you see anicca, dukkha, anatta. Okay, and also you may see anubhada. Phasa in the Akasana Jnana Jita is impermanent, suffering, no soul, and so on. So if we have not yet done like this, but so for that person, so if you are trying to practice vipassana on the Nivasanyana Sayadana Khanda, Nivasanyana group, then it will be difficult. It will not be able to reach to the Nivida, so detachment, Nivida Jnana. Here, Abhisa Ayasama Saripodho, Vanveva Saripodha, Paketi Vipasako Pana Mahabanyo, Saripodha Sarisowa, Saguniya. Okay, so here, what they say, what the commentator mention is what even Vanveva Saripodha. Okay, even Vanveva Saripodha. Abhija Ayasama Saripodha. What do you want to say? Let me see. In the Athakatha. There, the translation there is Majida Akusala Lakutala. Asadika. Let me see Brother Dika. So Badadika, and yet the translation Badadika give what? So for a meditator who hasn't never practiced vipassana on the other arupa citas, okay, and the arupa cita citasikas, then he will not be able to reach to the Nivida Jnana. So when he contemplate the anicca, dukkha, anatta on the Nivasanyana Sanyadana Citta. Ayasama Saripodha Abhi, even Venerable Saripodha may not be able, okay, even Venerable Saripodha, Nasakuniya here, may not be able to contemplate, to reach to the Nivida Jnana if we contemplate on the what? Nivasanyana Jnana as anicca, dukkha, anatta. So if you haven't had a prior experience, prior practice like this on the another khanda. So there are two ways of translation. One way is even Venerable Saripodha may not be able. So another translation is that Bhadda Sariputta may be able to attain. Therefore, here commentator explain what in the Visuddhi Magga there is a no Siyathapi. Even in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī there is a apicca. So, Bhadadika Sayadaw explained that there should not. He don't think ja is a necessary. Okay, his opinion is that only a pi is okay, a pi is okay, no ja is needed. So in his explanation, he said that even Venerable Sariputta may not be able, to gain Nibbida Jnana. So if we reflect on the Nivasanyana Sanyana, if we practice Vipassana on the Nivasanyana Sanyana Jita. Why? The reason is A1 Sukhumadangata. Okay. A1 Sukhumadangata. Because it is it reached to the very subtle stage. Okay, very subtle stage. So in order to explain how difficult it is, commentator continue to say what? Bhakati Vipassako Pana Mahabanyo Sariputta Sati Sowa Sakuniya. So Bhakati Vipassaka here means what? Bhakati Vipassaka. Bhakati Vipassako Pana Mahabanyo Sariputta Sati Sowa Sakuniya. So here, as I explained you before, there are two ways of Vipassana practice. One way is collective Kalapa Sammasana. When we contemplate on a Chittasika, then we collectively contemplate. For example, Agasa Nijarana Citta is there, then we collectively, the whole Citta. Agatha Nijarana Citta is impermanent, suffering, and also so collectively, without analyzing. Okay, that is called Kalapa Sammasana. But another method is Anubhara Dhamma Vipassana. Okay, Anubhara Dhamma Vipassana is what? So we divide, analyze very in detail. As suppose there is a Akasanayana Citta. So with that Citta, there are other Samyutta Dhamma also arise. So pick up any one of there, Phasa or Vedana or Sanya or Cetana and so on. So on issue, Dhammas meditator reflect three characteristics, nature, dukkha, anatta. So that is Anubhara Vipassana. So for those who has practice as traditionally, so here means Bhakati Vipassaka means who has practice traditionally. So maybe taking khanda as an object, and then this object also nature dukkha anatta, and also sensitivity also nature dukkha anatta, and the consciousness also nature dukkha anatta. So in this way, rupa, vedana, sanya, like that, every what we practice, that is called Bhakati Vipassaka. Okay, for the Bhakati Vipassaka, Mahabanya. So he has a very big wisdom, huge wisdom, very wise. Then the Sariputta Sati is all, the one who is similar to Venerable Sariputta may be able to, okay, Kalapa Sammasana, by means of Kalapa Sammasana. Okay, so even that kind of person who is a Bhakati Vipassaka, but he may be, he is a wise, like a Venerable Sariputta. He may be able to, uh, uh, able to reach Nibbida Jnana with the Vipassana practice on the Nivasa Jnana Sayadana Jnana. So it means what? So his practice is what? Kalapa Samasana practice. So collectively, not very picking up any one of these, any dhamma or any dhamma that arises together with the Nivasa Jnana Sayadana Citta. So it's got for those who practice the Kalapa Samasana method, Vipassana, so he may be able to, but for the Anubhada Dhamma Vipassana, if we practice, only do the Nivasa Jnana Sayadana, it will be very difficult. No, it will not be able to attain the Nibbida Jnana. So like this, and then where is it?
Sayadaw,
Yes.
I'm very confused, Sayadaw. So,
Yeah.
so that Pali sentence, apicca ayasma saripukto pakati vipassako and so on. So I don't see the word not in there. And then so Sayadaw said that according to the Bhasatika, Sayadaw, then we can explain and we can translate it in two ways. And one of the ways is that even the Venerable Sariputta cannot do that. But I don't see the word not here. So how can we translate that way, Sayadaw?
Yeah, let me see. One
Actually,
way,
I have the same question.
yeah. One, there are two translations, a comment, Bhadadika Sayadaw give. One way is even Venerable Sariputta may not able. And then another translation is Venerable Sariputta may be able, so without not. Right? So Sayadaw is playing within the bracket. Like his writing, he kept within the bracket. So let me see. Here, Padong Samatho Nama Nati. Okay, Anyesu Kandesu Akada Biniweso. So the verb, okay, the verb Sakuniya, okay, Sakodi. There is no such a verb here in the Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta only. Okay, Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta only. There is a no na as well as a no verb. Sagodi or Saguniya. Nati.
So Sayadaw, does that mean that do we have two separate sentences here? Apicca ayasma saripukto, that is one sentence. And the
It
other
is,
one is pakati and so on is another sentence.
yeah. We, according to writing here, according to Asabia and the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Atthakatha, we can say it is a what? A kind of compound sentence, right? Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta Saguniya. Something like that. We have to join with the Saguniya, the verb, right? So it means Ayasama Venerable Sariputta able, okay, may be able to get a Nibbida Jnana, okay. Bhagati Vipassako Pana Mahabanyo Sariputta Sati Sowa Saguniya, okay, like that. We can say again, Ayasama Sariputta Saguniya, okay. And then Bhagati Vipassako Pana Mahabanyo Sariputta Sati Sowa Saguniya. Like that. This is a compound sentence. So because the remaining verbs are the same, Saguniya, like that. So like If we, but this is the S Abhiya in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, but the Bādharika Sayadaw, he make he cut off in the Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta and then join with the previous sentence. Okay, there is Samadhana Manati, there is no one who is able to attain the Nibbida Jnana. Okay, on the Vipassana bright, with the Vipassana bright on the Nivasa Jnana Sayana Khanda, if you have a no bright, such a brightness. But then Sayadaw joined that Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta with the previous paragraph, previous sentence. But what Abhiya and the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Atthakatha is, there is two full stop after Nati, then Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta should be joined with the following sentence. Like this. This is also what the translation problem. Then what we can understand is that, so if we didn't have any prior practice or the vipassana on the any other citta, but you want to try to practice the vipassana on the nivasa jnana sayana citta, so there is no one who attained the Nibbida Jnana on this, in this regard. But the commentator, what the commentator want to say, but the Ayasama Sariputta may be able, because he is very wise, right? And also a meditator who is a Bhakti Vipassaka. The Bhakti Vipassaka means he not the Anubhada Vipassana practice, Anubhada Dhamma Vipassana, but Kalapa Sammasana practice, collective practice. So, but he is wise, like Abhidhamma Sariputta. He also, he may be able to get the Nibbida Jnana, like that.
So I think this point is very important. So I'm sorry, but because in the dictionary, in the concise Pali English dictionary, there are two entries, the word api and apijja. So it looks like api and apijja have different meanings. So I remember Sayadaw explained earlier that according to the Pasatika Sayadaw Ji, then the ja is not necessary, right? So if the ja is not necessary, then it means even the Venerable Sariputta cannot do it. But if the apijja, then it means however or but.
Yeah.
So I mean, so the ja is very important in this case.
Sure. Abhi or abhijja should be we have to take, because as abhiya here is we have to take abhijja, right? Because it abhiya here, so we cannot delete purposely because they put it purposely. So better we take is abhijja. Abhijja means alternatively or in another way, right? So there may not be, so this is more, abhijja is more appropriate in my understanding, because you see, it is opposite to the previous sentence, right? And the previous sentence they say, if a monk who has no experience on the practice of vipassana, on the another, with the another khandhas, so he made, there will be no one who attain the Nibbida Jnana on the reflection of the Nivasa Jnana Sanyarana Citta. But, okay, there will be, the connection, it should be but. But Bhanavar Sariputta, for the Bhanavar Sariputta, he is very wise. That's, for him is possible. And also, for another person who is wise like a Venerable Sariputta, but the condition is that he should be Bhagati Vipasaka person. Okay, then he may also be able to attain Nibbida Jnana. So I think you got the point.
Yes. That's according to the Pali. But I mean, I have to check this again. But I remember I heard a Dhamma talk by our late Rector Sayadaw Silananda. So when he explained about this point, he said that even the Venerable Sariputta cannot do it. I have to check it again, but that's how I remember.
Yeah. So that talk also you have to listen again.
Yes.
Yeah. So when the Venerable Zeroji Janaka also explained that he is on. That's why he changed the sentence structure here. So in his idea is that he cut off Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta. He don't stop with the Nati, and then he's continue up to the Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta, Abhiyasama Sariputta. So because there is also some variation in this point, in this context also, in the Visuddhimagga also, there is sentence structure is a little bit different. And the Visuddhimagga also, and then we also need to read Visuddhimagga. I didn't read it yet now about this.
I see. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yeah, so that's why also Sayadaw is on the side of even Venerable Sariputta not able like that. Yeah.
So Sarah, but generally we don't see such a sentence like that, right? The abhijja put after the verb and like that.
No, we don't have a like that.
Yeah.
Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta and then full stop we don't have.
Yes.
But the Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta, comma, and then Bhagati Vipassa Saguniya, that is more reasonable. But we have to make it sure. So maybe because we are not a Venerable Sariputta house, and also even not wise like him also. I've been checking about the old translation regarding this point. So wait a moment, please. Old translation is called Bhinetaya.
But in the Visuddhimagga, they stopped after the Sariputta.
Really?
Yes, this stopped the Abhijja Ayasama Sariputta, and the next sentence they start Bhagati Vipasako.
Like
so maybe Sayadawji according to the Visuddhimagga translation, that's fine.
So, yeah. So Bhinetaya, that Bhinetaya stand on our side. Bhinetaya Sayadaw said in his translation. So as a Sawaka, this is not the that does not remain within the domain of a Bhagati Sawaka. Okay, so to attain the Nibbida Jnana on the reflection of the Nivasa Jnana Sanyayana, so that is not within our reach, within the reach of the Bhagati Sawaka, ordinary disciples. But so Abhijja here means like we do. He said Sayadaw translate that. But Venerable Sariputta can do. Venerable Sariputta is able. So why? he has said, Agadabhini Vesa, because Venerable Sariputta is a Kadabhini Vesa. He has a previous prior experience with the prior experience of this kind of a reflection with the other jhanas, other citta. Okay, but Bhagati Vipasaka, as a Bhagati Vipasaka, if he is wise like a Venerable Sariputta, so he may be able to get a what? Nivida jnana, that. So it means what? Pinasaya is standing on our side. It means Pinasaya said Venerable Sariputta is able. Okay, but the Bhadadika Sayadaw it is even Venerable Sariputta is not able. But the one of the point we can pay attention is the point Akata Bini so even though it is Bhagati Savaka or disciple, if he or she is a Kada Bini he has done such kind of a reflection on the other jittas or the Akasananja, Vinyananja, Jadana, and so on, then he may be able to. Okay, so that point also Kata Vinivesa, Agada Vinivesa also play the important role.
But
So,
I think like the variable Sariputta, it should be the kata pinivesa, no?
Because Venerable Sariputta is, you see, if you remember his practice, he is a very analytic. That's why his practice take a long time. It takes a long time because he is compared to Venerable Moggallana, right? Venerable Sariputta practice takes time because trying to analyze it so much. So he is a Kadavini Vesa one. That's why he is able to get a Nivida jnana. Right.
So if he is the kata pinivesa, that means we should not put the abhijja ayasma sariputta in the same sentence. We should put it in the next sentence, right?
Yeah.
Because the Visuddhimagga here, they also put it in the same place.
Yeah. Sometimes the typists also they stop. They make a mistakes. Typist error also. Okay. The one who type the words. So we may not know for sure, but according to context, with the full stop after nati, with the separate sentence is better. Separate sentence is better.
But if like this, is make a big argument.
Big argument. What?
Yes, if they stop after the Sariputta, right?
Yeah.
That means even Sariputta is not able to do like that.
Able or not, it is a big argument, right? So one thing we can think is that Agadavini Vesa, and but Venerable Sariputta is a Kadavini Vesa, right? So the time is up. Thank you for listening, and then see you Wednesday.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data Do. Sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sayadaw.